A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Guys, community is so important. Community is ridiculously important. And as a Christian, I think it's almost necessary to have that Christian community. Of course, you hear go to church. Yes, 100% you need to go to church. And if your community is in church, that is amazing. I think you need to go to church no matter what. But sometimes people don't find like a small group, or their churches don't have, like a young adult ministry. Maybe it's just kids and adults. I understand that that's how some churches are and stuff. But no matter what your age is, no matter what you're going through in life, find part of your week to join a Bible study, to join some type of community, some type of small group where you can connect with these other Christians on an intimate level. You can be open, honest, vulnerable, and all the things with them, because we weren't meant to go through life alone, right? And the people that you spend your time around matters. It 100% matters. And if you're not spending your time with a community of believers, or practicing Christians, I'm not talking about these guys that say, yeah, I'm a Christian, but then they're going out hooking up with everyone, but they're still a Christian. No, no, I'm not talking about those type of Christians. You need devout Christians that are leading you to Christ. Find that community. Now, that also isn't necessarily saying that you have to drop off all of your friends that aren't devout, Bible thumpers like we are. That doesn't mean that at all. Because a lot of people like to say, man, you need to cut those people out of your life, get rid of them. And I think there's some good intention and some truth behind what they're saying, but what I've learned that works best, if you guys haven't seen my video on my testimony, you can go check it out, because there is some credibility to what I'm saying here from experience. But I don't think you should cut people out of your life unless they're making your life like a living hell, or they're being terrible in your life and you can't stand to be around them, or they're seriously making you act up. Then maybe you need to cut them off. But if they just have poor habits, maybe they're not the best influences on you, I seriously recommend not cutting them off completely. And here's why. You may be the only Christian they know, right? You may be the only reflection, the only illustration of God that they have in their life, right? So why would you just dip out? What if no one else is going to tell them about God? And it doesn't mean you have to force it down their throat. They're your friend. So that hopefully they know you're a Christian, but be there for them. Be there for them like Christ would, man. Jesus called the unqualified, right? Right? You've heard the saying, he doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the unqualified, something to that extent. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's the thing, man. You need to be there. You need to be pouring into people, but you need that community, your pastor, your small group, to be pouring into you as well. So you need it on both sides, right? Because when they're feeding you good information, they're feeding you biblical truths, you can feed that to them, right? So I think it's good to have that healthy balance. But a Christian community is necessary to help you. And it's like everybody wants friends, everybody wants people to be around. So it's like, why not anyway be the people that are bringing you closer to God? Now, like I said earlier in the video, some churches might not have small groups or have whatever it is. Regardless, you do need to be in church. Church is a non-negotiable. You should be going every Sunday. You go every day if you want. I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, church is absolutely necessary. It should be a Bible-based church, not just a motivational speech. It should be rooted in the Bible. And it should be a church where you definitely feel welcome. But church is necessary along with that community. I wouldn't say you just get to call a church service every week your community, because that really doesn't work. You don't really know those people. You need to get a group, whether it be a small Bible study with your church, or maybe it's a small Bible study with close friends of yours that are Christians. Maybe it's an organization outside. If you guys saw the video on my testimony, I talk a little bit about Young Life. Young Life is the community that I'm a part of. I'm also involved in my church, but Young Life has nothing to do with a physical church. It's literally a ministry for high school students. It's a club, and I work part-time for them, helping high school students kind of come to know Jesus, and to let them have that community where, regardless of their school, regardless of, what their teachers think, this is a place where they can, unshamefully show up, and we talk about God. We talk about Jesus. We talk about the Bible. We read the Bible. We're open and vulnerable with each other. We're honest. We're not scared to share things. And, I did it for 2 years in high school, and it helped me out like crazy because I had some friends that were not bringing me closer to God. And so, like I told you, I had that balance there. But also as leading, I even learn things from these kids. I get to share my experiences with them, and it helps you to remember you're not alone. You weren't meant to do life alone. You needed a community. I mean, Jesus had his community with him. It would have been a whole lot harder. I know he's God, but like, if he didn't have people there to help him, to support him, to laugh with, to joke around, you know what I mean? All these things, like, it just makes life better. It makes life 100% better. It's a fun thing to do. It could be scary getting into a new community, but when you realize, oh wait, these people are Christians, they want to be like Jesus, that's what they're aiming for, then you start to kind of realize, okay, they want me to be involved in a community because they want to bring me to Jesus, right? Hopefully it's like that. I know it's not always like that, but go into it with a positive mindset. Pray about it, that God's going to bring you the right community. That doesn't mean you just sit around and just wait for, 12 friends to knock on your door and say, we've been looking for you. Like, get involved. Go talk to the people. And I know it's scary, dude. Oh my God. I know, because I go to church and they're like, turn to a neighbor and you're just like sweating. But yeah, like, actively pursue this community. Try to get involved. It might be a little nerve-wracking at first, but afterwards it's like, man, you got these people that hold you accountable, these people that will actually pray for you, not just, oh, sorry, praying for you. Like, no, like, they're gonna pray for you. You know what I mean? You can read the Bible with, you can learn about Jesus, learn to get closer with God. It's just, it's a wonderful thing, man, and it's something that everybody should experience. It's something I want everyone to experience, man. It's amazing. So go find your people, ask God for guidance. Make sure all this stuff is Bible-based and it's not just somebody's opinion or somebody's, stories and stuff. Of course, that stuff's going to be there. Hopefully not necessarily opinions, but like, people will use stories and stuff. But man, make sure this stuff is rooted in the Bible, because we need to know where it's coming from. You need to be able to look back and find, okay, yep, that is true. It says that in the Bible. And it's fun, so enjoy yourself. This is something that's going to make life a whole lot better, a whole lot easier. And it's a gift from God. So go find your people, get involved in your community, and watch it change your life. See you next time, guys.